Welcome to GVTV, Episode 4. On this program, we'll highlight the Victorian Junior and Senior team's clean sweep of the Interstate Series, sharpen up your rules knowledge, hear from young gun Ryan Ruffels, plus American Beth Allen will deliver a pro tip.
Hardly a breath of wind on Royal Melbourne's east course for the final of the women's interstate teams matches between Western Australia and Victoria. The Vics had already secured top spot and, led by Joe Charlton, needed only 3 out of a possible 6 points to win. Most eyes were on the number 1 match between WA's Hannah Green up against 18-year-old Victorian Julianne Sue. Up ahead, it was the visitors who struck the first blow. WA number 6 Jessica Whitting firing a brilliant approach to the par 4 ninth to make the turn 3 up. Her Victorian opponent, Dale Marshall, couldn't apply any pressure on the back 9, eventually losing 3 and 2. Victoria's number 5 Bianca Ling soon squared the ledger against WA teenager Madison Hinson Tolchard. She was already 4 down at the 14th, where her short game let her down. With 2 putts for the win, Ling lagged her putt down to the hole for a 5 and 4 victory. The pair taking a little time to realise the match was over. Victorian number 4 Grace Daniel showed brilliant touch at the par 3 fourth, getting up and down to halve the hole. Her opponent, Alicia Ananta Krishnan, needed to hold this birdie putt at 16 to keep the match alive and delivered. Daniel also lost the par 5 17th after her second shot found a fairway bunker. But 2 solid strikes to the final green meant she only needed a simple 2-putt par to claim the match and give Victoria a 2 points to 1 lead. Olivia Klein, Victoria's number 3 and its youngest player, had a tight battle on her hands all day, taking on WA's Hayley Betancourt, who almost chipped in at the 4th. Betancourt had this to win at the last. With that match squared, the Vics only needed another half point to seal the win, but it didn't come from Charlton. The captain faltered at the last to lose 1 down. With most of the crowd beside the 18th, word filtered through that Sue had won her match back at the 17th, and as she charged up the 18th, the Vics began to celebrate a 3.5 to 2.5 victory.
We're all pretty pumped. Very open going into this week, and anyone could really win it. But match play's the beauty of match play, and we fought it out right to the end, so it's great.
The 2015 men's interstate teams matches returned to a venue steeped in history, Huntingdale Golf Club on Melbourne's Sandbelt. The final pitted Queensland against the points leader, Victoria. The home side only needed to win 4 out of a possible 8 matches, and number 6 David Micheluzzi gave the Vics the perfect start. 4 birdies in his first 7 holes, Micheluzzi rushed to 5 up. Micheluzzi shaking hands on the 14th to give Victoria the opening point. In the first match off at number 8, Andrew Shoneville showed glimpses, but ultimately lost on the 17th, beaten by Queensland's Shea Wools Cobb. The final continued to sit on a knife's edge. Victoria's Tom Power-Horan making it 5 wins from 6 matches with a 2-1 victory, before Fraser Droop lost 2-1 to Queenslander Blake Proverbs. The final tied up at 2 wins apiece. The Vics only needed 2 more points. Captain Ben Eccles remained unbeaten for the week, grinding out a vital halve. Meanwhile, Queenslander Taylor McDonald could hardly have expected what he was confronted with in the number 1 match, running into a red-hot Ryan Ruffels. The 17-year-old was unstoppable from the start, with 2 birdies in his first 3 holes, including a near ace at the 3rd. Ruffels putting together an incredible 10 birdies and no bogeys. Capping the win with yet another birdie at the par 3 15th.
That's definitely the highest quality match I've ever been involved in. I think Taylor was 5 under, and I got it to 10.
Needing only another half point to seal victory, number 3 Brett Coletta moved 2 up with 2 to play. When Coletta's opponent, Jake McLeod, made a mess of the 17th, Victoria could celebrate a landmark men's Interstate Series win. The only match remaining finished in a halve between number 2's Corey Crawford and Lucas Herbert. The 5-3 scoreline capping an unprecedented Interstate Series clean sweep for Victoria.
It's huge, you know, getting the girls and the boys up, and then the girls yesterday and then today for us. It's huge for Golf Victoria.
Henry Peters reporting for Golf Victoria.
Oh, it's been huge, you know. Even the tight matches that went down the final few holes, we got the wins. So the boys, real credit to the boys this week. Yeah, they have. The bottom 4 of our team have really been the rock solid 4. So it's been huge for us this week to really rely on the bottom 4 and get the wins and halves, and they've played really well. So it's really good. Coming into this week, you've got to play well against these guys, and you know, I played well all week and went through the week undefeated, so I'm pretty happy about it. But to get the win overall, that's what we came here to do, and that's what we've done.
Yeah, I know. Like the girls all get along really well. So I mean, you can't ask for much more, but a win is always good. I mean, like I knew it was always going to be a tough match. You know, Hannah's such a good player. She's had some really great results over the summer, so I just knew I just had to, you know, keep doing what I'm doing and hope for the best. Yeah, it was about a 20-footer, a bit left to right down the hill. So, you know, it wasn't the easiest putt, but I mean, all I really wanted to do was lag it down there, and I wasn't really expecting to hole it. But as soon as I hit the putter, I thought it would have a chance.
Oh geez, this one looks a bit tough. I don't think I can hit this. What do you reckon, David?
I think you might have an unplayable lie there, David. Hi everybody, David Greenhill and David Blake from Golf Victoria, and today in our little rules segment we're going to be looking at unplayable ball, Rule 28. It would be a pretty rare thing in golf for a golfer to go through a game of golf perhaps without having to come across the unplayable ball rule, unless you're a very good player. So
what are my options, David?
Well, you've got 3 options, all of which will be under penalty of 1 stroke.
Okay.
Your first option is to go back to where you last played the original ball from.
Yep.
So let's say your last shot was a wedge shot from 100 metres away.
Yep.
You can go back and drop a ball in the vicinity of where you played that wedge shot from and play from there. Or you can take what we call the straight line option, lining up the hole and where the ball is unplayable here in this piece of long grass,
so back
and we can go back as far as we like on an extension of that straight line created by the hole and the ball's location.
Yep.
As far back as we like. You can drop a ball on an extension of that straight line. Bit of a tip for everybody at home: don't stand on the straight line and drop the ball to the side. It's actually the ball that has to be dropped on the extension of the straight line. Costs you a shot. Or your third option, you can measure 2 club lengths either side of the ball or directly behind the ball, not nearer the hole, and drop a ball within a 2 club length semicircle, if you like, of where the ball lies unplayable in this piece of long grass.
Do I have to use this club for the 2 club lengths, Dave?
No, you can use any golf club in your bag.
If I dropped my ball within the 2 club lengths and it rolled under this tree, what would I do then, David?
Well, unfortunately, you'll have dropped the ball within 2 club lengths. It won't have rolled more than 2 club lengths. The ball's back in play. You either have to play the ball or take a second unplayable relative to its
where it
location.
is now.
That's correct.
Okay.
I think with how I've been playing, I'm starting to play a little bit better. I've kind of got a bit of a target on my back, I guess, sometimes playing at the number 1 position, and just something I got to deal with. And I kind of dealt with it pretty well at the junior level, but it's pretty hard. I mean, these guys are all playing pretty good. We had a cracker of a match against Jared. I played really well. He just played a little bit better. So you have those sort of things at number 1, and I guess the top few spots too. So. Yeah, it's tough. I mean, this year's hard for me because I've got so much schoolwork to do with year 12. I kind of got to get that out of the way, and so I'm not really practicing as much as I'd like to because I got to try and get my exams done and try and do good there too. So this year I'm kind of, it's a hard one, but I'm still trying to work as hard as I can and trying to compete with these guys that are a little bit older. But yeah, it's still. Yeah, I knew I had a chance after winning last year, and I knew if I won this year, I kind of had a chance to get 3, which no one's done yet. So to win this year and kind of do it in pretty commanding fashion, it was good because I wanted to kind of separate myself from the other juniors a little bit and make it pretty clear that I was one of the better ones, and I was able to do that. And now if everything goes really well, hopefully I make it to the Masters and can't play Aussie Junior next year. But if not, then I'm looking to see if I can win 3, and that'd be a lot of fun for me. Yeah, it was just, like I said, I felt like I could have run away from the field a little bit in those first 2 rounds and didn't putt quite as well as I wanted to. And then I made it a bit of a goal, not just to win on the last day, but really separate myself from the field, and turned in 6 under on that front 9 on the first day, and from there it was pretty cruisy. Actually dropped a shot late on a really easy hole to shoot 7 under, and then in the afternoon I knew I just had to avoid anything really bad, and I actually shot another good round, so it was good. I mean, it's great. We've been a strong force in Victorian golf for the last couple of years now, and I've been very lucky to be a part of that. And just being able to win it the year before, so commanding, and then having all the new guys come up. I think I was the only one from last year that was on the team this year, and to do that again and win against all the other states again was awesome for Victorian golf and awesome for me individually. Just to, be a part of a winning team, it's just a bit more special. Yeah, it's kind of weird. It's just the ball's been going in lately. It started out at Royal Melbourne. I holed out twice in a round of golf, and it wasn't done for hole-in-ones, and I kind of text Luke Mackey, who's our strength and conditioning coach, and he said, "Oh, don't do that, you're going to waste them all for the rest of the year." And I had a hole-in-one out at Kooyonga, and then holed 2 bunker shots in the tournament, and then chipped in one of the match play rounds to have a match, and then had another hole-in-one against Lucas Herbert and Pennant to win the match, and then had another hole-in-one at Victoria, and it just kind of, I don't know, I guess when they're going in, they're going in. I wouldn't mind one this week, but...
Hey, my name is Beth Allen. I'm a professional on the Ladies European Tour, and I'm here to give you your pro tip for today. I use this. It's made by Zen Golf. It's a putting aid that I warm up with every day before I play in a tournament. So I'll give you a little idea of how it works. Put the ball in this little hole and then just putt like normal. It's meant to make sure that you are finishing at your target and that you're getting a good roll on the putt. And you'll know if you pull it or if you push it by where the ball ends up. So it gets you finishing at your target, so every putt is positive.
Thanks for watching episode 4 of GVTV. We'll see you next time.